Hi guys, it's Neve here and welcome back to my channel and another video. It's getting really close to school. I start school tomorrow, which is Thursday the 5th of September. And yeah, I'm actually quite looking forward to it. I'm a bit nervous because I'm going into year 11. But yeah, I'm sad that the summer holidays are over. They've gone really quick, like really quick. But today I'm going to be doing an advice video on school, so if you're starting big school or whatever, moving schools, going into a new school year, yeah, so I'm going to be giving you advice and like best things to do, how to keep up with stuff and everything like that. So yeah, let's get started. So first things first is that I know a lot of you are going into year 11 or are starting year 7, so I'm going to give you a bit of advice on like revision and GCSEs and stuff like that. Basically, if you want the best results, you need to like revise, genuinely revise. I made a mistake of not starting revision in year 10 till the week before my mocks, and I didn't do very well in my mocks. I did okay, but I could have done better. So you need to make sure whenever you get tests or whenever you get exams, mocks, whatever, you need to revise, because if you don't revise, you're not going to get the best grade that you could get. And I'm not smart, I'm okay at stuff, but the only way, I used to be really bad at maths in primary school, and the only way I've learnt how to get better is by paying attention in class, making sure I'm keeping up with my work, especially my homework, etc. Just any chance that I'm getting to making sure I'm going over my notes and making sure I can do the best I can. And I did okay in my maths mock, I could have done better. I got my target grade, and I think my target grade's a 5. Yeah, my target grade's a 5. Obviously for GCSEs I want to be able to get further than a 5. I want to be able to get 6s, 7s, maybe even an 8. I'd be over the moon with an 8. So yeah, with GCSEs you need to like make sure you're revising, and if you're going into year 7 you don't have to like worry about revision yet. Wait until year 10 to start revising, but still make sure you're keeping up with your homework, make sure you're doing all the stuff you can do to make yourself better at your academics and everything like that. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to be giving you advice about is handling your time wisely. Now I have to handle my time wisely because I'm at a school where we start at 9 o'clock, finish at 4:15, and I don't get home until 6 o'clock every night. And obviously in that time I've got to be doing homework, revision, anything I can do to make sure I'm pushing myself and making sure I'm keeping up with stuff, and by doing that I need to handle my time wisely. So for example, I sometimes read on the train if I get bored, because my phone, when you get a new phone you like charge it up that much because you want to like take it out places, your battery starts to drain, and I did that when I first got this phone. I've had this phone for about 4 years now. I'm looking to get a new one soon, but I have to be careful going to Birmingham and back every day. I need to make sure I'm saving up my battery, etc. So the way I save that battery is I sometimes read in the morning, read at night time on the train, and any homework I get that I can do on the train without using Wi-Fi, etc., whatever you need to like get onto the internet, I'll sit and do that homework. So Spanish, I should be able to do it. I can't do it, but I should be able to. So yeah, you just need to like make sure that you're keeping up with stuff, handling your time wisely on weekends, like making sure that, say if you've got some homework in for Monday and you haven't done it yet, and it's a Saturday, you could do a bit then, or wait until the Sunday. Or if you've had a big piece of homework and it might be like write an essay or write a, I don't know, short story, and that had to be in for Monday, and you've done half of it for Saturday, and you got to Saturday and you think, actually I need to finish that, you could spread yourself out over that day and do maybe another paragraph or maybe 2 more paragraphs on that day, and then on the Sunday finish the story. It's however you want to do it, however you want to make yourself better. So yeah, you've just got to make sure you're handling that time wisely and do timetables for yourself if you have to. I've done timetables for my revision up here. I've had to put it up because going into year 11 you've got to be keeping up with your revision because you'll have mocks coming up and then your actual GCSEs. I think I'm okay for my GCSEs. I think I'll do well. I want to be able to make myself better though, so I will be revising an hour each night when I can. If I miss a night here and there, that doesn't matter, you can do it anyway. So yeah, I've done 2 timetables. I've done week 1 and week 2 because at my school we do week 1 and week 2, so it makes more sense if I do it that way. And yeah, so yeah, that's handling your time wisely, and you just need to keep up with everything. If you need anything, you can always drop me a comment or a DM just asking me about like anything. I'm here open to like answer messages. I answer my messages and DMs quite a lot. So yeah, just comment down below if you need anything, like any advice or any help with handling your time wisely because you want to act on it. So yeah. So the next one is homework, and what you need to do is really you should be doing it when you get the homework that day. So say if you've got a piece of maths homework and it won't take that long, probably about 20 minutes at the maximum, you probably should do it on that day because as soon as you get it, you may as well get the homework and then get it out of the way with as soon as possible, because as soon as you do that you don't have to worry about it. And then later on in the week, if you're thinking, oh wait, I need to do homework, you've already done your maths homework, you've already got yourself a less piece of homework that you need to do. So I've done that before and I've built all my homework up for the weekend and kept saying, oh, I'll do it on the weekend, I'll do it on the weekend. I have got to the weekend and I haven't done it, and I need to do it, and I've got probably 5 pieces of homework, one probably a massive PowerPoint, which has happened, essay, Spanish homework, whatever. You need to make sure you're not piling it up and up and up. It's okay if you do like 2 pieces of homework, 3 pieces of homework where it's piled up, but really what you should do to prevent yourself from stressing out and knowing that you've done that homework, you should do it on the day, because that's so much more help, and you've gone over the notes that you've got today, because obviously the teacher's going to set stuff that's been in the past week or on that day, and if you do it in that day you're still going over those notes, you know exactly what you're doing, which is a really good help, because if you do that it makes your life easier when you're coming back to that subject, and like making sure you have really got it in your head, so if the teacher could always ask you for help, anything like that. It's so much better if you don't pile it up and do it on the day and just keep going over stuff. It's like notes really, and you need to do it really because it will help you in the long run for your GCSEs, it will help you in class, because there might be a similar question in the lesson that was on your homework, and you could be able to use that homework to go further and help you with the lesson. So yeah.
A few moments later.
Year 10. If you're going into year 10, obviously you've just done year 9, your last year was year 9, and you need to start thinking about GCSEs more. Even though you've still got a year, you need to start thinking, okay, these next 2 years I need to be doing more, making sure I'm doing my homework, making sure I'm doing notes, making sure I'm keeping up with stuff, because my biggest regret in year 10 was not keeping up with stuff. I kept up with it until probably about April, and then on in there I just was like, I don't want to keep up. Even though it's hard to keep up, you need to keep going, because if you don't keep going you're more likely to get through it, and if you don't get through it, it's harder. I don't get what I'm trying to say. I get what I'm trying to say, but I don't know how to say it. But you've got to just be making sure you're keeping up on notes, making sure you're concentrating on lessons, because really these next 2 years you need to like genuinely think, okay, I've got exams next year, school's only over for another 2 years, I've only got school for another 2 years, then I can go on to do something that I want to do, and yeah, so making sure you've got to knuckle down, still have fun obviously. Like I had fun in my maths lessons, but I knew I had to be like serious in maths. Science as well, I've been serious but had fun at the same time. English, I used to be really good at English, but for me, I used to be really good at English in primary school, not so good at maths in primary school, and as I've gone on, I've got better at maths, but slowly come down in my English, because I remember in year 9, my target grade for year 10 was a 6, and I didn't hit that 6 in my year 10 marks, I hit a 4, which I was quite disappointed at myself, but I managed to get what I wanted to get in maths, which I'm glad about. So yeah, you just need to be making sure you're not knuckling down, but still getting your work done, keeping up with your work. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to be advising you about is the process from year 10 to year 11, and obviously that's stressful because you're going from year 10, oh, I've done all my work now, I need to be able to put all of that work into exams, into revision, anything like that. So the process from year 10 to year 11 is quite easy. I've obviously not done that process yet because I'm going into year 11 tomorrow, but you've got to kind of think about the best revision notes to have, best notes to have in general, best revision ways, and the best ways to have fun while you're doing it as well, because obviously revision can get really, really boring. I used to get really bored when I was doing revision anytime, like tests or anything. So yeah. This one is a question I received off my Instagram, which I'll tag down below. And basically this question is, what is it like at BOA? How do you cope? Well, at BOA it's different to any other school because the people there, they want to be doing something with their career. Obviously if you're still at Summerhill, you're still thinking about, oh, I would like to do this, oh, this could be a possibility, I'd like to do that. But I've kind of had to make the decision, do I want to do MT or do I want to do something else? And obviously at the time of moving from year 9 to year 10 and knowing that I'm going to be doing musical theatre a lot, I see musical theatre as a hobby. I would love to do writing, like an author. I'd love to do, like, be like a hotel person, like a B&B, like have my own B&B. I'd love to travel around the world. Like, honestly, those are my things that I'd fall back on. Drama teacher, I'd love to fall back on that. So they will always be possibilities for me if things don't go my way, like career-wise. Those things will be the ones that I'll fall back on, making sure I'm alright with everything. And yeah, it's so different because those people there are passionate about what they do. They want to be there. Like, if they didn't want to be there, they would have just given up their place for someone else. I'm thinking about either moving to broadcasting pathway, acting pathway, and I will be obviously looking at other colleges as well, because even though BOA is amazing, it's a lot of travelling, and I don't really like getting back at 6 o'clock every day and waking up. I'm up for 12 hours.
3 hours later.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. I've changed my SD card because I am sick of having my camera beep at me every time I'm running out of storage. So it's nice to be able to talk for a long time knowing that my camera's not going to go beep, 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 beep. So I'm glad about that. So yeah, I will be doing more YouTube videos, and I'm going to really try my best to keep up with stuff. I've decided I'm posting every Sunday at 6 PM. Obviously this is going up on a Wednesday, because obviously I'm still on summer holiday until tomorrow. So I am really looking forward to seeing where my channel goes. And if you haven't heard already, I have a big surprise coming on Saturday. Well, it's not big, but it's big for me, because obviously you guys know that I want to push my channel out there, and this surprise, you need to make sure you're following my Instagram for more updates. I can't say anything else because I don't want to, but make sure you're following my Instagram, which is linked down below. It's dreamyneveyofficial, not the neveefrankss one. That's just my main account. So dreamyneveyofficial, make sure you're following that account, and yeah, subscribe, like, comment down below whether you enjoyed this video, and if you think I should do what's in my bag at school and stuff like that. So just comment down below anything, comment support, obviously no hate. You don't have to comment anything if you don't want to, but comment down below if you think I should be doing a what's in my school bag, and I will do that for you. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing where this year goes. I'm looking forward to year 11 because it's my last year of school. So yeah, just be kind to one another, just love each other, support each other. Yeah, and I'll see you next time in another video. Bye. Mwah.